So one topic when we talk about error and precision that we have to discuss is significant digits. So I want to start with some general rules for finding digits that in measurements that are significant. So non-zero digits are always significant. So if we have a measurement, let's say 6.26 inches or 5.5 centimeters, we know that all of those digits are significant. In other words, we know that we're measuring precisely to that, for example, 1/10 of an inch, or 100th of an inch, or 1/10 of a centimeter. That's what significance means. It means that we can measure to that precision, that level of precision. So all of our non-zero digits are always going to be significant. Then our second rule, any zeros between two significant digits are always going to be significant. So for example, if I had a measurement of 606 miles, this zero, because it's between two significant digits, is going to be significant. So I have 3, in this case, significant digits. Finally, a final zero, or as we call it, a trailing zero, in the decimal portion are only are significant. Let me explain what I mean by that. So if we have a number, instead of 606 miles, 660 miles, this zero is what we call a trailing zero or a final zero. It is not significant because it is before the decimal place. We could put a decimal place there. Okay. However, if that zero was in the decimal place, for example, here or here, this is telling us I can measure this measurement to this many decimal places. So these are significant. I can measure to the 1,000th place in my measurement. Or here I can measure to the, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, to the millionth place. Wow, that's very significant. That's very precise. So zeros that are on the end, or trailing zeros, if they are after the decimal point, then they are significant. However, I do want to point out here a difference, and that is if we have zeros between the decimal place and other non-zero digits, these zeros are not significant. So for example here, this 0.006, those two zeros are not significant. Only the 6 here would be significant because they are only placeholders. So they are not significant. Okay. I'm going to show you a few example problems, and hopefully this will help you to understand what's going on with significant digits. For some reason, my letter names are not lining up with my numbers. So let's just ignore the letter names here. Let's talk about 357. 357, all of those digits are significant because they are all non-zero digits. So we would have 3 significant digits in this first example. All non-zero digits are always significant. Here, in the next example, we have 51015. So we have to think about, we know all the non-zero digits are significant. So we know we have at least 4 significant digits. But what about this 0? What about that 0? Well, that 0 follows rule number 2. Any zeros between 2 significant digits. It's between significant digits, so it is significant. So here we have 5 significant digits. Let's look at the next one, 0.0007. How many significant digits are there? Well, there are no trailing zeros, right? So, and we have 1 non-zero digit. And all of these other zeros are just placeholders. So we only have 1 significant digit in this example. Oh, let's talk about this next one, 30.303. This is a tricky one, but I think you can get it. Well, first of all, we have 3 non-zero digits. All the 3s are significant because they are not zeros. So we have to think about these zeros. Well, these zeros follow rule number 2. They are both between significant digits. They're between digits that are significant, so they are significant. So we have 5 significant digits in our 4th example problem. Now, finally, this last one has all the tricks in it, right? So we have 2 significant digits here, the 2 non-zero digits, the 5s are significant. So we can already tell we have 2 significant digits. We have to deal with these zeros. Well, we've got this 0 that is between significant digits, so we know that is significant. And we have 2 trailing zeros that are after the decimal point, so that we know those are significant. But this 0 that is between the decimal point and a significant digit is only a placeholder. So this digit, these zeros are not significant. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 significant digits. I would suggest that you take a look at these and also some of your homework assignments and practice finding significant digits.